Good day, everyone. My name is Aliyah Natasha Tanghal, and I am second-year BSIT student. Today, I will be presenting my HTML personal web page. In this presentation, I will explain the HTML code that I used, demonstrate how the web page works, discuss my design decisions, and share what I learned from this activity. First, I will open my HTML file in Visual Studio Code. At the top of my file is the doctype HTML declaration. This tells the web browser that the document is written in HTML5. If I remove it, the browser will not display the web page correctly. Next is the HTML tag. This is the root element that contains the entire web page. Everything on the page is placed inside this tag. Without it, the HTML document will not have a proper structure. Inside the HTML tag is the head section. The head contains information about the web page that is not displayed directly on the screen. Inside the head, I use the title tag. The title sets the name of the web page that appears on the browser tab. If I remove it, the browser tab will not show the web page title. After the head section comes the body tag. The body contains all the visible content of the web page. If this tag is removed, the web page content will not be displayed properly. Inside the body, I use the h1 tag for the main heading. It displays the title, My Personal Web Page. I use it because every web page should have a clear main heading. If I change it to a smaller heading, the title would appear unclear. Next, I used p tags to create paragraphs. These paragraphs contain my full name, program and year level, and a short description. Paragraph tags organize text into readable sections. Without them, the text would appear less organized. I also use the HR tag. This creates a horizontal line that separates different sections of the web page. If I remove it, there will be no visual divider between the information. To display my three interesting facts, I use the UL and LI tags. The UL tag creates an unordered list, while the LI tags creates each list item. These tags make the information easier to read. Without them, the facts would only appear as plain text. Next, I used a tag to create a hyperlink to my favorite website, which is Instagram. The hyperlink allows users to click and visit the website. If I remove the anchor tag, the website address will no longer be clickable. And lastly, I use the img tag to display my favorite picture. The image makes the web page more attractive and personal. I also included the alt attribute to provide alternative text. If the image cannot be displayed, without the image tag, the picture would not appear on the web page. And now, I will run my web page using Live Server. This is the browser output of my web page. At the top, we can see the main heading created by the h1 tag. Below are the paragraphs showing my personal information. The horizontal line separates the first section from the list. Next is the unordered list that displays my 3 interesting facts. Below the list is the clickable hyperlink to my favorite website. And lastly, the image is displayed together with a short description underneath. This shows how every HTML tag in the code corresponds to what appears in the browser. I organize my web page from top to bottom so that visitors can easily read the information in order. I chose the h1 tag because it clearly identifies the title of the web page. I use paragraph tags to organize text into separate sections. I use an unordered list because it is the best way to present interesting facts. I added a hyperlink so users can visit my favorite website easily. And lastly, I included an image to make the web page more interesting and visually appealing. For my reflection, from this activity, I learned that HTML provides the basic structure of every web page. Every HTML tag has a specific purpose, and placing tags correctly is important for creating a better and well-organized web page. I think the most essential HTML elements are HTML, head, body, h1, and p tags because they are from the basic structure and display the main content of a web page. One difficulty I encountered was remembering the correct opening and closing tags and making sure they were properly arranged. I solved this by carefully checking my code in Visual Studio Code and testing it using Live Server. This activity helped me understand that websites are built using HTML elements that work together to display content in the browser. The one thing I still want to learn about HTML is how to create forms and how to combine HTML with CSS and JavaScript to build more attractive and interactive website. And that's all. Thank you for listening. Hope you guys have fun.